With friends like these, who needs enemies? Let's go back to a simpler time, or for most of you, let's go to current day. You are a student, collecting more debt than your mom is STDs. By the way, hi Deborah.
Hello.
However, during that debt collection speedrun that most of you call high school, the money you do have is sacred. You would fight for it. You might kill for it, hell. If the opportunity arose, you'd suck dick for it. So calling it an annoyance when all the money you worked hard for is gone is what the Tibetan monks would call a bit of a fucking understatement. However, that's exactly what happened with the MC with the big D, raise your hands and clap your cheeks for Yuichi Katagiri, the normal one of the group. Literally, he's so bland that every one of his friends at least got an introduction frame and an easy way to identify them. The popular one, the stuck-up one, the smart one and the hot one. However, his blandness and unnoticeability isn't the worst thing ever. Since even in the first episode alone, he has shown enough character to also deserve a character frame like the classmates. He's the honest one, the glue of the friend group, the one that basically everyone is a friend with. I'm kinda memeing here since the anime goes out of its way to assign archetypes to every character by way of large swaths of text and the titles I mentioned earlier, but they could have easily taken those out and I would still have a pretty solid grasp on the characteristics of everyone involved. But I've already loitered around far too long in this video without giving you the premise. So in Tomodachi game, Yuichi and his entire class saved up a large sum of money for a school field trip. However, this money gets stolen and the field trip gets suspended. Later that day, our 5 friends are all thrown into a classroom overseen by an unknown organization and a weird-ass mascot thing, where they are forced to play very childish games in order to wipe clean an existing debt. This debt, coincidentally, is the exact same amount of money that went missing for the field trip, with the logical conclusion being that someone must have stolen the money for the field trip, and due to the rules of this game, all 5 now share a debt of everyone in the room. So if only one person has a debt and the other 4 don't, well, tough tits my dudes. With a debt that is now evenly spread among the contestants and an unwillingness to investigate who is the culprit, we are now entering the Tomodachi games, where friendship is left at the door and might stay there for the rest of eternity. This is a survival game, where your own debt can influence the debt of other participants. Anyway, where Tomodachi shines is, well, shines is not the right word. Cause it's basically just a tunnel that keeps getting darker and darker and darker. Hell, episode 3 starts with a sexual violence warning, just so you are aware how dark this series can get. With me finding the main cast faces in twisted meltdowns when doing some research, probably meaning that everyone has the potential to be the asshole, fucking over the rest of the cast. And what is better self-insert wish fulfillment than when all the characters have the exact same flaws I do, being a fucking asshole. So yeah, I like it. With every game being designed to put as much tension between the group of friends as possible, with the goal, well, we don't know what the goal is of this all-powerful entity. Do they want entertainment? Well, to an extent, since there is a group of faceless people watching our main character struggle, having some livestream feed about what they think of every action the kids take. But there's also money involved. But that can also be an incentive for people to participate in their twisted games. Or do they just enjoy the act of tearing up friendships? There is this one lady who has a very jaded look on friendship, with this other girl who I'm 90% sure has never encountered another breathing human being in the last 50 years. But the questions keep me intrigued. Aside from the why are they trapped, it's also important who is the person that stole the money? Or who is the person actively trying to ruin the friendship? I think my enjoyment can be best described as why I also like r/public freakouts. I just love seeing people losing their minds over stuff. It's a very coordinated explosion of emotions and bullshit that I can't wait to see more of. Since this anime is one of those non-battle anime, in the same vein as Death Note, the before mentioned Kaiji and Promised Neverland Season 1, where yes, a punch may be thrown now and then, but most battles are fought with the mind, with most episodes building up some sort of secret so that someone can make a winning strategy. Of course, at this point we haven't seen anything yet, But I do already enjoy the stakes of this anime more than other series that I mentioned before, like Kaiji and Squid Game, where the latter two focus more on making money part. Tomodachi Game has another resource that they are fighting for: their friendship. Yes, you can fuck over your friends and make all the money you want, however you'll be a friendless guy with no debt. So decisions need to be made. Are you gonna be the friendless asshole? Or are you gonna go after the person in the group you like the least, so that the lost friendship doesn't really matter? Or are you going after your actual friends, but do it behind their back? Or do you 100% choose friendship over everything else? A lot of thinking is being done, and it mostly isn't just to win money, but to keep hurting as little feelings as possible. So it becomes a very balanced game of playing for yourself or playing for others that I haven't seen in similar anime. This dual currency of money and friendship is probably what is most intriguing thing in this anime, and if done right, I can't wait to see what happens next. Hello everyone, thank you for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed, and if you did, hit the like button. Hope you also enjoyed this new style of very colorful editing where I just throw everything in the kitchen sink at you, because I very much enjoy that kind of editing and I didn't really know what kind of style I wanted to have this video to be. Do you want more of these kinds of edits? Post in the comments below. Also tell me your opinion of Tomodachi Game. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Or did you feel indifferent about it? I'm Dirkcoin and thank you for watching.